Hi everybody, Douglas Truth here. If you're watching this, you're probably on the Patreon site already or listening to one of my email blasts. And I've got a pitch for you to become a patron of the arts, in fact, my arts. I'm down in Mexico right now. I moved down here for financial and health reasons, to be quite frank with you. And so it's constrained some of my activities. I've been on the road for much of the last year, haven't been able to paint very much. The idea of doing live shows, which is my favorite thing in the whole world, is just kind of out of the question now. Logistically, health-wise, finding an audience, a place like that, it's just too hard for me right now. So while I'm waiting here to get set up to do some painting, the idea I've had is to do these stories that I usually do on stage, but to convert them to podcast, to record them, put on my Apple Podcast and on my website, which I am doing. So I just uploaded the first class one. I did some earlier ones that are kind of like short stories in terms of development. But the first one that is really, up to snuff, I think, is Chapter 1 of 2025, A Story from the Future. Kind of a post-apocalyptic tale, but, the first chapter is pretty dark, but after that it becomes pretty cool, pretty fun. With lots of talking animals, very philosophical ant, and a donkey with whom they argues a bit, a couple of cows and a pig and a dog and a turkey, a possum named Ian. I think it's really fun. And that's just one thing. I'm going to do the whole Death or Self show, breaking it up into different sections. So one thing about the stage show, which I love doing, is it was constrained time-wise. I had to squeeze it down to get to 90 minutes, believe it or not. Now I can make it as long as it needs to be by breaking it up into 20-minute, 30-minute sections. So you can listen to the whole thing on and on and on. The El Portal Motel is another story, kind of a Bardo underworld story. Cast of characters like Raymond Burr, Willy Wonka, and so forth. All going to be there. I want to tell you, it's kind of something I discovered doing these podcasts is really different than being on stage, which I find very natural, if not easy. It's natural to be on stage because I can use my facial gestures and body postures and work with the audience, the energy coming back and forth, and it's really fun. And I just kind of have to have the story in mind, and then I just let it rip, right? Podcasts are limited to the words, the tone of voice, and the timing, and that's about it. Everything has to be carried by those three things. So it's a lot harder, actually. So I have to really get the words tight, work on my voice and stuff like that. It's a lot more like acting, which is really, really difficult. Anyway, I'm super pleased with the results. A friend of mine says, we got to get you back to California, Doug. Get you back home. I can't afford to live there anymore. And she listened to the first chapter of 2025, A Story from the Future, and she said, well, if that's the kind of work you're doing in Mexico, Doug, stay there. I'm really excited, and I think you might like it too. And it's just the beginning. So here's the pitch with Patreon. $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, $25 a month to support the arts, right? I'm a patron of my work. For as little as $1 a month, right? Because it's not just about the money, although the money is extremely important. It's about knowing you're out there appreciating my work, because I'm not getting out very much. I paint at home, I work at home, I record at home. I got 6 dogs living with me, so that's pretty cool. But still, it's nice to know you're out there appreciating my work. They really do appreciate my work, even though they don't understand it fully. I don't think the 6 dogs, but you will. And so, if you can get on Patreon and send me a few bucks per month, I would love it, and it would be super cool. So I'm asking for your help, support the arts, be a patron. Okay, take care. Douglas Truth here. Oh, and also one thing, Lauren Clark Fine Art. If you want to buy one of my paintings, I may never do paintings of that size, of that tone, of that content ever again. So check them out, Lauren Clark Fine Art in Great Barrington. Not the regular Barrington, but Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Be a link later on. All right, take care. Kindness is always possible. Here we are. Really. Clearly, right? It's incontrovertible. Here we are.